So, can you share some of the pivotal moments from your career on some challenges you faced while you were starting your career in the film industry?
Well, the challenges I faced were when I started directing my films. Till I was assistant, it was great going working with Raj Kapoor, and probably the best education I could have had. But challenges are there through life. The challenge of working in the cinema as a director is piecing the whole thing together. You know, responsibilities are very big because the director is the only person who has a 360 degree, who's got to have a 360 degree knowledge of the entire film. And that can become quite a challenge at times. I've had challenges, I think most challenges are when your film which you make does not do well commercially. So then you've got to try and fight to have the next one done well. And also to, another challenge is to see that you are trying to grow every time and you're not static in the same area.
Over the years, how has your approach to storytelling and filmmaking evolved? And what are the lessons that you have learned and would want the new generation of filmmakers to know from your end?
Look, for me, when I made my films, I did what my guru, Raj Kapoor, taught me, was that you only sleep, think and talk about your film. You got to be selfish. And only when you think about it all the time is when it really works. I think what lacks in most of the generation today, I wouldn't say all, in most of them is they feel that they know everything, which I'm sorry, but there's nobody who knows everything. You know, learning is a constant process. I'm here at the university talking to some students yesterday, and I'll be talking to some more today. Actually, fueled my knowledge. I understand more things. I understand how people feel. So that's a thing which they've got to remove, and they've got to go with their hearts. You know, don't go with what people say. Though the things have changed a lot now, I think conviction is what is missing. Because the guys who are convicted, not convicted, the guys who work with conviction, their films really do well. Conviction everybody does in their own way, but I think the guys who are really at it, and the other problem is now it's a lot of overthinking, which is quite detrimental to what you're doing. And always follow what your heart says. Today people are more listening to external forces. Just because a film has done well, or this one has done this. So that's, I think, not the right way.
Sir, another question is that you've been known as the star maker. What made you choose those stars, and what was your passion to pursue people who were not known in the fraternity at that point of time?
Let me make a very honest confession. For me, Love Story, where I worked with Kumar Gaurav and Vijay Pandit, was a film offered to me by Rajendra Kumar, who was a very big actor, and it was great for a newcomer to be offered a film by him, and it so happened that his son was the hero. So I had nothing in that choice. I had to do it. Then, Love Story also turned out to be the only film in the world which does not carry a director's name. It's the only film. You're looking shocked. It really is. It's the only film in the world which does not carry a director's name. Because I had some problem with Narendra Kumar when the film was entirely complete. And he wanted to give his own name as director, which I think is quite sick. But anyway, that's what I was told. So I went to court and I got an order from the court saying that if he doesn't want his name in the film, that's his choice. But you cannot give anybody else's name as a director since he's completed the shooting of the film. So that was Love Story. After that, I went through a phase of unemployment. The industry, loves running down people. They would say, "Oh, Rahul Rawail would have not made this. It must have been Narendra Kumar." This is the way the industry works. So I had no work, and I really did not know what I do till Dharamji, offered me a film with Sunny. Now, so again, getting Sunny into the film was not my choice. I wish it had been my choice. I would have gotten, but I was very lucky to get a film with Dharmendra ji and for his son. And he made the film, he spared no expense. Amrita, because it was with Bobby where I had worked with newcomers as an assistant. And I learned from Ratsan that if you're taking a new boy, take a new girl with him, because then there's no liability. So it's two fresh people. So then we deliberately want to find a new girl. And so that's how we found Amrita. And after that, then when I did Bekhudi, I was looking for a new girl. Because I felt that a love story works very well with new people. So Gautam Rajadaksh, who was a very prominent photographer, he had written the film Bekhudi, and we were looking for a girl. The hero was Seth, and we were looking for a girl, and Gautam called me up and said, "There's a girl who's coming for photographs to me, come and have a look at her." And I went to Gautam's studio, and I met Kajal there, but Kajal had not come for the photographs. Kajal's cousin's cousin had come for the photographs. She wanted to be an actress. Kajal didn't. But in that whole day, I only kept looking at Kajal because I found this mad, crazy person, and I was convinced that she'll be a good actor. And I asked her, I said, "Would you like to act?" She said, "Yeah, I don't mind at all." And she was so casual about it. So I said, "Okay, I'll go and speak to Tanu about it." And I met Tanu, and Tanu said, "Yeah, if she's okay, I'm okay, but just be sure that you're sure you won't take her, because she's a little erratic." And little erratic was quite an understatement. So that's how Kajal came in. Unfortunately, Saif was not in the film finally. So that's how the newcomers came in, and I still think I would love to work with newcomers, because I worked with a lot of stars and I had very good experience. I think when I worked with Shah Rukh and Madhuri in Anjam, that was a great experience, because there were two people who were very quick on the uptake. It was very easy to explain things to them. But I think that little effort you have to put in with new people actually gives you a high, because then you really got to work hard with that.
So, what drew you towards these projects like Anjam and Arjun Pandit? And what was your approach to directing movies like this?
Look, Anjam was something. Somewhere I've been a believer of women's. I think women have been given a raw deal in our country. So that's how the idea of Anjam really came up, to make it a woman and what she goes through. As a matter of fact, I sincerely believe that our system of awards, having a best actor and a best actress, should change. We should have a best actor, whether it's a male or a female, doesn't matter. Maybe have two, one first and one second. Why should we differentiate between them? So Anjam was that on the woman, and it was the atrocities which were conducted on this woman and what she went through with a man obsessed with her. So that's how this came about. Arjun Pandit was again with Sunny, and that also had a very strong character for Julie. So they were the natural growth to, and Sudhir Mishra had written that film. So they were all the natural growth towards stories.
So, we're moving on to understanding that, about 20-30 years ago, schooling in film or filmmaking was not a known thing. But today we have institutes like RB University and the School of Film at the university which are promoting such courses. What are your thoughts about such structured learnings?
Well, I think it's a very good thing to have structured learning, but the only thing which I do not agree with is don't get influenced by European cinema, and that's a different genre. If you're finally going to do that, but don't get completely influenced. But it's good to learn, it's good to see, and things like cinematography, definitely you've got to learn. See, cinematography, sound recording, editing, they are all technical, they're all technical courses which you must have knowledge about. But then you use your creativity within that. So I think it's great to have I met some students here yesterday, and I think there's a great lot of students here. I mean, they're probably maybe slightly better than the other students I met.
So it's an honor to have you here, and maybe I should have led with that. But so just wanted to understand your thoughts on Dr. Piyush's vision, because he's the one who's trying to bring legends like you to our campus and make students aware.
See, I met Piyush sir in Guwahati when I was there, and I admire him because I admire him for his commitment to cinema and his knowledge of cinema and his wanting to teach people about cinema. And he has a lot of knowledge, and it's really people like this who give me a lot of pleasure that they're around. And I think that's from where it rubs down to the students also. And the other thing I noticed yesterday was there seems to be a lot of respect for it from the students themselves. And I wish he carries on this, and I'm sure he will.
So any message, anything, your final words or anything that you'd like to add?
Well, I hope I met a whole horde of future filmmakers, right, which will give me great pleasure. And speaking to them, I think they're a talented lot. Everybody's focused on what they're doing, and the thing I can only tell them is work hard, listen to people, and do what your heart says. That is the right way forward.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Start. Namaskara. I am Dr. Piyush Rai, Dean of the School of Film, Media and Creative Arts at RB University. I am a national award-winning critic, a filmmaker, a writer, and a curator. and I have curated one of Europe's largest India cinema themed festivals, and I was the founding dean of the School of Liberal Arts and Sciences here at RV University, and this is our new project. We will be one of the first university-based film schools in the country, and the current conference that we are doing, the student conference, is part of that initiative to train the next generation of filmmakers to be somebody who are thinking filmmakers. Because as we all know, in today's day and age, the biggest differential is content. Content is the king. And what is going to make the difference in the future is, are we making good content? And for that, a good filmmaker has to have a training in all the disciplines like literature, philosophy and other arts. That's one of the USPs of our program. Now, talking about this conference, just imagine tomorrow when the conference gets over and when the students are presenting papers with somebody who has launched some of the biggest stars in the country, like Sunny Deol, Amrita Singh, Aishwarya Rai, Kajol. He was one of the important directors responsible for a very important film in the careers of Shah Rukh Khan and Madhuri Dixit. Now imagine these students are getting their works, their performances presented before Rahul Rawail, and when they collect their certificates from him, it is a cherishable moment, it's a moment of a lifetime. And Rahul Rawail is again one of the greatest and most prolific filmmakers of this country. He is currently also mentoring at the IFFI Goa, International Film Festival of India, and the other day he informed me about heading the cultural committee that is looking forward to the launch of the Ram Mandir at Ayodhya. He is a very, very influential filmmaker, and it is a huge honor and a privilege to have him here and have him interact with the students. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And Mr. Rahul Rawail is somebody who started working with the greatest showman in Hindi cinema or Indian cinema, Raj Kapoor. So he's again somebody who's a link between the golden age of Indian cinema to the present age. You know, from Raj Kapoor to Aishwarya Rai, Kajol, Shah Rukh Khan. And can we think of anybody better and bigger? And also Rahul sir is going to join us on our advisory board of the school. And this is what will make the differential. We want our students learn from the best in the industry, and that's one of the reasons why we have him here, and also this conference.
Sir, moving on to the contribution of RV University, how has your school contributed to nurturing the next generation of filmmakers and media professionals, and how do you think that this event will align with this?
It's a very good question, because if you look at the content of the conference, now it rarely happens that undergraduate students get to do a proper conference, which are normally meant for senior scholars and academics. So it is a day-long conference that they are doing. So this highlights our academic commitment. Of course, they are also doing a lot of other works. They've been trained in the best disciplines of filmmaking. So, but our school, we focus on two things, as much as the theory of cinema as the practical part of it and the industry connections. And this is just one in a series of events. In a week's time, we are hosting the first international conference on comics and graphic novels in the university. And next year, we will be hosting the Teen Indie Film Awards in its third year, the TIFA. TIFA is actually a concept curated and organized by me and the School of Film. And last year we had entries from about 12 countries. This year we already have entries from 100 entries from 20 plus countries, representing all the major continents of the world. We look at it to be one of the biggest film festivals, student film festivals in the country and the world.
Sir, how do you envision the future of film studies at RV University and eventually film education in India as a whole? Like, what role do you see your institution playing in shaping that future?
This is a very important question, and this is a question that keeps coming to me at many platforms. You know, film studies is one of the youngest disciplines of the humanities, but it is also the most growing and the fastest emerging. Just look at the research side of it. At present times, if you see any of the major universities, global universities in Europe and USA, There are so many PhD scholars working on different aspects of Indian cinema. It is a given fact that we are the largest movie making country in the world, and now if you add our television channels, the OTT platforms, this is one industry where increasingly the demand is far more than the supply. But the difference will only happen when filmmakers are trained in every discipline of filmmaking, and we are just not training here actors and directors, which are important roles, but they are also carriers which often come with a success challenge. But we are also training people for the other disciplines in the film world, right from writing to creative directorship, production, cinematography, and film teaching and research, film conservation. These are again emerging areas in film studies.
Sir, one advice that you would give to the students, your students and aspiring filmmakers across India, and like who are eager to make a mark, and how they want to evolve from here onwards.
You know, the current generation, they no longer are teenagers, they are screenagers. If you look at people today, we are all aging before the screen. The amount of time we spend with the visual media, this is the most influential art form, communication platform of the 21st century. And irrespective of whatever discipline you get into, I think some training in the discipline of filmmaking at an undergraduate or a master level is essential, because we are going into a very, very visual world. And here, not being cinema literate is going to be a huge impediment. Actually, film literacy should be included as one of the 21st century essential skill sets. So irrespective of whether you want to be a filmmaker or not, being cinema literate, you can't escape that.
Alright. So any other message that you would like to say?
I think I've given enough messages.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
We'll call the TIFA team.
We'll just call the TIFA team. Just one.
And I am Ashram. This shows that he receives the same amount of love and respect a stray dog does. And like the stray dog, he has no one to rely on for food or shelter. They are both wanderers, and that the world will always treat them as outsiders or castaways. Commentary on the fluid nature of identity. This raises questions about authenticity and the constructive nature of the self. So,
I'm Krishna from Solus, and I'm a second year student at RVU. I'm doing a filmmaking course as well. TIFA, that is Teen Indie Film Awards, is a student-led film festival, and it's an initiative to give an opportunity to all the teenagers and young filmmakers. This is a unique festival because not all film festivals have an age group of teenagers. So specifically, we planned this just for age group for teenagers and for young filmmakers. We've got some wonderful, amazing entries from all over the world, and we've had two editions of TIFA already, and we have a third edition coming up in March, which is going to be a 5-day film festival. And yeah, I think it'll be a wonderful experience.
Would you like to invite entries?
Huh?
Would you like people to
Yeah.
submit entries?
Yes. Like I said, we've got entries from all over the world, and we encourage all the filmmakers. We do not have any category objection.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we encourage all the filmmakers from all over the world. We do not have any category objections. We do have a few rules to be followed, but we're open to any category, any genre of films. Please submit your films, and this is going to be a lifetime experience.
Could you please share where it is? Where can students or prospective filmmakers submit their entries?
So everyone can submit their films at the website Film Freeway.
Okay. So where can a prospective filmmakers submit their entries?
Hello, I'm Pavan. I'm from School of Liberal Arts and Sciences, and I'm a film major. Everyone can submit their films and short films on RV University's official website. There's a subsection for TIFA itself, so you can go there and check it out. You can check out our content from last year and the previous year also. So please feel free to submit your films. It will be an amazing experience. Yeah, that's about it.
My name is Kamya. I am also from School of Liberal Arts and Sciences, and I'm a second year student. We also have an Instagram called TIFA, so please follow us on that as well.
Okay. Why don't you introduce you're a first year student, right? Please.
Hello, my name is Karthike and I am from the School of Computer Science and Engineering, first year student. I got actually interested in this TIFA, reason being is I am very much interested in movies, and apart from that I feel like I am getting huge opportunity for like managing a whole event. It's a like lifetime opportunity, and I feel like I'll be learning so much from this. So that's why I'm interested in joining.
I have a few questions if you all don't mind, and feel free to take the way you all want to. But it'll be nice if we get mixed reactions. Mixed reviews and responses, sorry. So my first question is, why would you all choose filmmaking as a subject? And I'll come back to you, Karthike, because while filmmaking is something that you enjoy, we would also like to understand that why, being a tech student, you would like to participate in managing events and being part of organizing committees. So if you all can just share your views, all of you.
So again, I'm a filmmaking major. So doing filmmaking in RV University is a big opportunity because the teaching staff and everyone they support you very well. They give you the tech to work with. They teach you theory as well, and it is a great opportunity to study in RV University and do filmmaking here because, again, as I said, you get many opportunities. You make more contacts through RV universities, and yeah, so there are many other reasons also. Amazing staff, amazing tech support, and yeah.
Thank you.
Me as a filmmaking student, I'm so glad that I had got an opportunity to be a part of this esteemed institution, RVU, because not just RVU, be it about TIFA, we've actually learned how to curate an entire film festival, being very young and being students, and not everyone has an opportunity. But RVU, we can closely associate with all the filmmakers, our mentors, our dean, our Professor Piyush sir. He's always there to mentor us anytime, be it in the day, in the night, anytime. And also we can learn a lot of things being a filmmaking student here. We have close association with all the contacts from the industry. We have master classes from them. We get to interact with them personally, and they share their life experiences that might help us with in our future. And I think that's a very rare opportunity that anybody should definitely take.
So I'm a psychology major actually, but in our first year we are given this opportunity to try all the subjects, and it's very nice because it's a way that you can showcase your creativity that you don't even know that might be there, and you can do it in your own way. Like you're not kind of pushed into a specific like box, and they like all our professors and everyone are very open to what we want to do, and they kind of help us with this. Like they said, they're always available for us day or night. They are it's very nice. And also it's a student-led festival, so we actually learn to like do all this at such a young age, and it's a very nice opportunity and experience that you may not get in other colleges.
Lovely. Karthike, you're a special one, and especially because you're the new baby of the team, so to speak. So you've just joined RB maybe a couple of months ago, and you're already part of the team. What excited you and what made you choose this?
Okay, so let me tell you, I actually belong from a typical Marwadi business family. So you people might know, I don't know, but yeah, that's the way Marwadi like Banya people do. They actually go with networking thing, and they work like that only. They like to network with n number of people they can, like in any area, any sector, be it film sector, be it corporate and business, anything, like anything, politics, everything. So I like networking. I like to know people. I like to talk to new people. That's why, yeah, I like it. I'm getting new people to talk to, and I'm learning to like communicate with any age group person, any new person I meet, and I get to talk to them. That's what, yeah.
Share your experiences in particular with your role at this student-led Bollywood Film Conference, which is the Retrospective and Masterclass in the Golden Age of Cinema.
Okay, so currently I am in the organizing subcommittee of this TIFA. I had a conversation with Rahul sir. He is the director who directed Raj Kapoor Sahab. Like he's a very close person to Raj Kapoor. So I had a conversation with him. I had few other people also, be it this Joy Bimal Roy sir. He was there in the campus a few days back. I had a conversation with him. So it's a very interesting thing for me.
Okay. Anything else you all would like to speak?
About the conference, the golden age of Hindustani cinema. The title itself says that it's a very big platform, and it's nice that we students, as students, are getting such opportunities to actually learn from such professional spaces. And the whole experience of a conference, to be very keenly juried by our esteemed members. They're giving us so many nice inputs that actually we'll inculcate to our research papers in future. And I worked with, my topic was the role of courtesans in Bollywood cinema, and it's very inspirational to see other students of our batch picking various topics, and actually it's nice to see various things happening in one place. And I think it's the atmosphere that pushes us to kind of work more towards our passion, our career, research field, anything.
And this conference also made us come out of our comfort zones and present in front of a whole group, a whole set of people. And yeah, again, everyone had their own different topics, which we all learned from everyone. We learned something new. Some people had data which they included in their papers. Some people spoke about actors and their personal lives. It was all fun. It's even though it's academic at the same time, but it's also fun. So yeah, it's a great thing.
I'd like to talk more about TIFA as well. So we've had like a lot of experts from the film industry come in. So this is our, like Krishna said, the third edition. And we like last year we had a lot of experts come in, and it's not only that they like have master classes, but we also have panel discussion, and we can have like personal interactions with them, which teaches us a lot. And they're very open and they're very nice, and like it's a very nice atmosphere. Last year I actually, even though I'm not a film student, Pierce actually made me make a film. It was an experimental film, and he gave me some feedback, which initially I was a little hurt, but then when I kind of worked on it, and it made my film better, and I ended up winning the best experimental film, and it was just a really nice experience.
Okay, so I would like to talk about the event going on today, that Hindustani Film Award, film conference. Yesterday itself at like around 7 p.m. I talked to ma'am that can I join it. I had an idea before, but later on she said okay fine, you can come there. When after seeing all these people, my seniors, they are actually doing a phenomenal job. I never thought of we can actually see these movies. We just go to the theater and watch a movie and come back home and it was a good movie. Actor was good, blah blah blah, that's it. But the base these people taught today to me, like we can actually think on numerous aspects how the movie is, and that's what I like it a lot. I never thought of this thing.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much.